Tips to make my texting more effective. Okay, so the next question, tips to make my texting more effective. Texting for me is all about not making mistakes. So the thing with texting, there's this misconception that you meet, you get her number, which really means offering your time and attention. And then on texting, you have to like game her even more. You have to like do text game. Completely wrong. First of all, it's the initial interaction that makes her want to see you again. And the texting is just arranging logistics. That's all it is. If there's some sort of discomfort with her, lack of comfort, where she's feeling like, I don't know this guy too well, it seemed kind of random the way I met him, maybe she was drunk, maybe it was just you didn't talk very long, so she still kind of doesn't have a sense of your personality very much. Texting can be a way for you to alleviate some of those fears. It really comes back to, women, when it comes to sex, women have fears that men don't have. Fear about her reputation in front of her girlfriends, her value in your eyes, because courtship, aka ownership, a woman's value is based on having sex. So the very guy she wants to have sex with, if she has sex with him too fast or too easily, he could then value her anymore, which sucks. Then there's also another fear, physical fears, and there's kind of two. One is actual harm coming to her. A woman's fundamental fear on a first date is getting raped or killed. There's a big survey out broke that down. And you just hear that a lot, that it's their physical safety. They're worried about it, and this is a problem this is a fear that guys don't really have. The other kind of fear is that if the sex won't be very good, so she'll maybe drive to meet you, logistics, coming home with you. Basically, it takes time to like hang out with somebody and meet up with them and all that, and then money too, obviously, and then it won't be very enjoyable. And I think the reasons for this is that most men, and this is coming from what women have told me, most men are bad in bed. They're actually not very good in bed. Women also, I think, require an emotional connection most of the time to have an orgasm. Some women just get off on the physical pleasure, but that's because they're comfortable with that. For most women, there's discomfort, their fear of how their bodies look. They're insecure about that. They're in their head thinking, oh, does he really like me? And all these other thoughts. Basically, that if a guy had these same kind of thoughts, he wouldn't be able to get it up. So women are, they have a hard time orgasming a lot of times because they don't feel connected to the guy. They don't feel like he's truly present with her, and she's having a hard time being present as well. So given that, it's like she's not going to orgasm possibly. Like where's the motivation? Especially if the guy's likely not going to be very good in bed based on her past experience. This is kind of what's going on in the woman's mind, on top of just her time concerns, just her lifestyle. What I like to do with texting is I'm not gaming. I'm not trying to make her like me. I'm not trying to impress her or be dominant or anything like that.